How's it going, guys? And welcome back to the Montpellier Career Mode. We're on episode 37, and we've got 4 games in today's episode coming up, including 2 in the Champions League, crucial games. Now we're really at the important stage of every point matters, really. We need to get as many points and try and get that second place. I can't see us finishing top of the group. Manchester United and Dynamo Kiev are just a bit too far ahead, but if we can maybe pick up 2 more wins in this episode in the group stage, then I can definitely see us finishing in second place, possibly challenging for that first spot with the final game facing Manchester United. We'd have to worry about that game in the next episode, as this was a Dynamo Kiev game, as they were sitting above us in the group stage, and we had to score and win this game really to ensure even a chance of getting through, as we were not looking so good if we'd have lost this game. Sadly, we started off pretty poorly. A poor goal kick from Omlin, wasn't paying attention, and gives the ball to their number 99, who finishes it nicely. No pressure really, it was pretty much an open goal for him, and made sure that the home side took the lead early on in this game. It wasn't for lack of trying that we didn't try and regain some sort of control in this game. A good chance from the corner, hit the post I believe, and then Gareth Bale's shot was saved by the goalkeeper. Very good save there actually, through a lot of bodies, could have taken a deflection, but the goalkeeper makes a decent save. And then sadly in the 42nd minute, just more poor goalkeeping in my opinion really. This might be a little bit harsh on Omlin, but when a ball's put in that close to you as a goalkeeper, I think you should be coming out and dominating the box and making sure you're out there, getting the ball and getting that out of there. But he doesn't do so. Omlin doesn't come for the ball, and a lucky deflection off the player puts it in, and he nets himself a brace in the first half. And I got in the first half scratching my head thinking, how on earth are we 2 goals down for 1? And also, how on earth are we not even close to being in this game? It was just a bizarre first half of football. Luckily for us, Laborde goes ahead and nets one back for us as we get 1 goal back in this game. 53rd minute, Laborde's played through, and you always know he's probably going to be finishing on that left foot. Puts it in the back of the net, no chance for the goalkeeper, and it was 2-1, and it gave us a little bit of hope. We hadn't played amazingly, but we'd not played bad enough to be this far behind, I think. We definitely had the better of the chances, and it was just due to lack of finishing for us to actually put the ball in the back of the net. Multiple chances for us. Tavares puts a ball in, Belhanda gets close, a chance for Laborde, who tries to chip it, and goalkeeper doesn't get fooled. And in the end, it's just poor finishing that really mounted on us and mounted the pressure on us, and towards the end of the game a chance came for Dynamo Kiev. Superega plays it in to their number 13, and well, of course he scores as we go ahead and concede a 3rd goal in this game, and pretty much put any hope of us picking up a victory in this out of sight. And really, it was really disappointing. Not only to concede 3 goals, which we've been a little bit sloppy at the back in the Champions League so far this season. We've conceded multiple goals. 3 goals at home to Spartak Moscow, 3 goals away from home to Dynamo Kiev, and then also 3 goals away from home to Man United. It's been a very disappointing defensive display in the Champions League, and in the end we weren't good enough to even pick up another goal at the end there. Dennis Mann had a chance, couldn't put it in the back of the net, hits the post, and really, what on earth can I do other than just say we tried our best and it wasn't good enough? And I think you can see by the performances of the team, there were no good performances there. I tried going ultra attacking, switching to a more attacking formation, wasn't to be, and we had to hang our heads in shame really. Poor defensively. I made a couple of changes heading into the next game, which was against Monaco, who were having a rather torrid time in the league. I think they were sitting in 11th place at this point. They were picking up a lot of draws and no wins, which is a bit of a shame. They were the best defensive record in the league at this point, but as I said, mostly draws from most of their games. So we'd have to face them and try and beat a fairly decent team defensively, and we'd already done this season though, as we'd faced, I think it was Strasbourg earlier on. They had the best defensive record and we put 4 past them, so it wouldn't take us long in this game to get past the best defensive record in the league, as Koza played in by Andy Delors, who picks up another assist, and Koza slots that into the back of the net. Lovely goal for his first goal of the season. He's scored one every season, I think, so far. Only one I believe, but he has scored at least one, and Nicolas Koza picks up his first goal. Lovely finish, and it was 1-0 early on in this first half, and I did think maybe this was going to be quite an easy game, and see why Monaco were sort of not up in those top 4 spaces this season. They do go ahead and net one back, equalising around at the 20th minute. Kevin Volland, you just can't give him that sort of space, and we do afford him that space, and sadly for us, he goes ahead and scores on his weaker right foot, but a nice finish from the German striker. We got a chance with Andy Delort, who probably should have been finishing that chance. It was a really lovely ball in from Cucurella, makes a lovely run, and puts it on a plate for the board, really. Not the board, for Delort, but he couldn't put it on target, and sadly for us, a couple of other chances go missing. Verscharen forces a good save out of Lecomte, and Chotard, again, another chance there. Tries to bend one in, and just can't put it on target. And that was how it went in at half-time. 1-1 was the result, but again, we were probably the better side, and it wouldn't take us long in the second half. Lovely, lovely bit of footwork from Gaetan Laborde. And you also know he's on his left foot. He's going to score that most times. I didn't expect him to do that. A lovely little turn inside, and as you can see, Lecomte doesn't even move. He completely wrong foots the goalkeeper, takes the shot on the turn, and it's just delightful. Probably goal of the game, maybe even goal of the episode. A really nice little finish as he cuts inside on his strong foot, puts it in the back of the net, and ensures that we get the lead again in the second half. It wasn't for lack of trying for Monaco. They did get a chance there from a corner. Gelson Martins takes the shot, but it's a nice save from Horvath, who was starting this game. I was giving Omlin a rest, let's say, on the bench. He had a poor game, obviously, against Dynamo Kiev. Letting in 3 goals, was at fault for probably 2 goals as well. We did give him a bit of a rest in this game, and Horvath makes a good save, ensuring we kept the lead, and eventually we do go ahead and score the 3rd goal, and of course it is that man, Andy Delort. Lovely cross in, and Jeremy Bella finds his man, and actually I didn't expect Delort to actually reach that, but he does. Beats his man to the ball, wanted it more, and puts it in the back of the net, making it 3-1, and that was the final result at the end of the game. Lovely, lovely result, and a great win for the team. Against our rivals, that is a massive, massive 3 points, and we'll have to see at the end of the season if that's going to be a crucial 3 points for us to maybe win the league. You can see there's some really good performances from a lot of the team. Stambouli played well, and it's just a nice way to go back to winning ways. We'd have to build on this win, though, as we then face Lille at home as well in the next game. It would be a difficult game. Lille, a big side in this season, I think. I think at this point they were sat in first place, so we did need to do well against them. They were one of the better teams in the league this season. They've looked good, and they've got a very, very strong lineup. You can see from some of the players. Interesting that Chris Smalling's there. Gabriel obviously came back to the club this season as well, and we'd have to be our wits. We'd have to have our wits about us to ensure we got the victory in this game. We started off well though and looked bright. Chotard getting an early shot off and forcing the goalkeeper into a save, and then shortly after plays in Gareth Bale, who unselfishly plays it in to Andy Delort, and it's a really nice assist from Gareth Bale. Does all the hard work, takes Chris Smalling with him, leaves Andy Delort in so much space, and you know for a fact he is not missing that any day of the week. Fantastic finish, and Delort picks himself up a goal in this game. It wouldn't take long for Gareth Bale to pick himself up a goal though, as he does go ahead and finish that nicely. Lovely finish from the Welshman, and he nets his 4th goal in the league this season, and he's looked really good. He's been a really, really solid signing for us, even though he was, he's 33 now, I think. He's getting old. He might start declining. He's still not a centre attacking mid, even though it said it would only take him 4 weeks. It's been a little bit longer than 4 weeks now, I think. He's been a fantastic signing on a free and on minimal wages as well. He's been really, really solid. He's not obviously scored as many as maybe it would have been expected to, but he's still been really, really good for us. And he's been a really nice signing. We had a lot of runs from Cucurella in this game, and you can see it's finally paid off. What a ball that is through to Andy Delort, who diving headers it into the back of the net. You don't score many diving headers this year. It seems like it has to be a really specific moment for your player to make the choice to diving header it, but Andy Delort does go ahead and do it, and puts it in the back of the net. No chance for anybody. It was a wonderful ball played in by Cucurella. Absolutely fantastic, begging for Delort to be on the end of that, and goes ahead and nets his 11th goal this season in the league. He's been sensational. I believe he's also got 9 assists in the league. I'd honestly, just incredible, just incredible. Um, I, I talk about Delors far too much in these career mode episodes, but he's just incredible. We went into the second half just needing to hold out this win and try not to concede too many. We do concede one relatively early on. Jonathan David was played onside by Zagadou, pretty poor from us. We should be keeping a really solid defensive line. He also nets his 11th goal this season. He's having a great season as well. And the Canadian gets his side back in it, really. And shortly after, we just switch off. 78th minute, Benjamin Andre, 10 minutes to go. And it gives his side a chance to get back into this game. And he does. He puts it in the back of the net. Mocks Gareth Bale with a heart celebration, which I thought was a little bit rude. And goes ahead and picks up another goal in this game. He always seems to score against me in this career mode. I think I've conceded at least 4 or 5 goals against Benjamin Andre. Don't know what it is about him. He's not particularly great finisher, but he does go ahead and get his side a slight chance of getting back in this game. They still had a mountain to climb, and they didn't actually go ahead and trouble us anymore after that, as we were able just to see the game out comfortably and ensure we picked up the win. But a fair fight back from Lille. They did do their own bit in that game to try and worry us a little bit. Andre picks up man of the match, which I think is a bit unfair. Delors did get himself a brace. Bale had a fantastic game from Cam, so I think those two probably deserve man of the match between them. But Andre gave his side a chance back in the game, I suppose, so maybe he deserved that result. But in the end, we'd have to put that to the back of our minds as we went into the final game of today's episode against Spartak Moscow, heading to the Spartak Stadium. Now, I didn't know this until we went into the game. They actually have a stadium in the game, which is absolutely bizarre. I did some looking into this. Leeds don't have their stadium, I don't think, yet. I'm not sure. But Spartak Moscow and what's the other team? Shakhtar Donetsk both have their stadiums in the game, which I found a bit weird considering they don't have leagues to play in. But we headed into this game needing to win. If we didn't win this game, Champions League, our road to the Champions League was gone. There was no way of us getting through. We'd only have a slight chance even if we won this game, as we'd have to hope results go our way in the other fixture in our group stage. Didn't start off so well. We gave away a penalty. Stambouli, clumsy tackle from him. But luckily, Spartak Moscow doing us a favour and misses the penalty. So fantastic for us. And shortly after they missed the penalty, well, what a goal this is. Fantastic ball played in by Clement Michelin. It was Chotard, wasn't it? Michelin plays it into Chotard and puts the ball across the box. And honestly, I didn't expect Delors to hit that, but he hits it on his weaker left foot, volleys it, and puts it into the back of the net. Absolutely delightful. I still can't believe I scored that. When I scored it in real time, it's moments like that I wish I was recording it live, because you get to see my live reactions to those sorts of goals. But what a finish that was. Absolutely fantastic. And we could have had a chance for a second on the other side of the goal in a very similar manner, but sadly Chotard doesn't have quite the volleying skills as Delors, and then a chance right at the end, but I think Dennis Mann probably could have done a little bit better. Heads it straight at the goalkeeper. In this game as well, I had one other chance, Spartak Moscow. It was from a free kick. I had to show that because that was literally their only other shot in this second half. And it got a little bit worse for them, as shortly after, 65th minute, Cucurella goes ahead and scores his first goal for the club. Fantastic. Really nicely hit, no chance for the goalkeeper, into the side netting, and we go ahead and make it 2-0. Now, in this game, it was crucial for us to score as many goals as possible, as there were maybe 2 ways of us getting through in this group stage if we did pick up the win, which we did look like we were going to do so, as Dennis Mann goes ahead and puts that in the back of the net. Lovely headed goal from him, and another cross. Clement Michelin this time puts it in, and a good goal for the Romanian. So if we went ahead and picked up as many goals in this game, the first way we can win this is if we actually beat Man United in the final group stage game, and actually beat them, I think, by a few goals to ensure that we beat them on goal difference. I believe that's how it works, and if we did that, then that would get us through. Or if we hope that results go our way, that Dynamo Kiev actually lose to Spartak Moscow at home, I don't see that really happening. So I think it's going to have to be the goal difference. And those 4 goals in that game, not conceding as well, which is the first time we've done that, other than the Dynamo Kiev game at home, but a really good away victory there. and could prove to be a crucial game in our Champions League journey. We'll have to find out how that goes. You can see from the table that's going to come up very shortly, Kiev actually lost, so United go ahead and pick up the win at home, 3-1 there, which is a bit of a shame. Ideally, we would have wanted a draw in that game to give us the best chance of getting through, but it doesn't matter. We are 2 points off Kiev, 3 points off United, but some way off the goal difference as well. So we've got a mountain to climb in the next episode, but you'll have to find out how we do next time. That is going to be the end of the episode, though. Do hope you enjoyed watching. Do leave a like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you for the next episode of the Montpellier Career Mode very soon. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.